Well, welcome YouTube to another video by Wow Sly. This is a little review on my emergency lighting kit, I've called it. Now, the history of it, I started off wanting to use bits lying around that I sort of already had to make something without buying anything else. One being this 12 volt 1.5 watt solar panel. I needed something to run like a radio or maybe some LED lights and possibly charge my phone while out for a weekend or any sort of shit as a fan situation. I have got like bigger solar project for the house, which is fine, but I wanted something portable I could take out sort of wild camping or with the radios, or I could sort of use in the house as backup power, or sort of camping with a family. It had to be multi-purpose. I don't like having one item for one description. So I did originally plan this with one of these big bulky 12 volt batteries, and the panel charge time on the battery was a bit longer than I wanted, and of course weight was a big issue. So I immediately thought, right, let's move on to 10 AA rechargeable batteries, and then possibly stick the battery pack to the back of here with like a cigarette lighter adapter. But I thought, well, I might not always want to take a fragile solar panel with me, and then I thought it's going to get a bit bulky, and by the time I've put a voltmeter on, a button to turn the voltmeter on, and I need to house it in something like a plastic case. And I thought, well, this is going to be awkward. So I hit the drawing board, as you do, and I come up with this. Basically, I come across the case and thought, right, I'll use that for what I wanted to make. At first, I originally thought it's a bit big. It's an old makeup case, and it measures 7 inches, 10 inches, 7. So it's 7 by 7 by 10. Aluminium, and it's got a thin wooden sort of inside to it, with like fabric lined. Again, it's just a makeup case, but I wanted to obviously one socket on the front. I could have had 2 or 3 sockets, multiple purpose, and a USB socket on the front, but I wanted the front to be very simple, very plain, nothing complicated. Plus, anything gets knocked and damaged on the external, I wanted it all, main majority of stuff inside and simple on the outside. So there we have a 12 volt socket, which is the input for the solar panel, and obviously output for the power. And then next to that, I put on a blue LED voltmeter and a 12 volt push button switch, mainly because I like the blue LEDs. I think red and orange are cheaper. I know the analog needles use less power, but I think these things look good. So as you can see, it's got a nice healthy charge in it. It's convenient being lockable and having a set of keys. I don't think I'll be using that feature. And inside we have storage for accessories, really. Torches, chargeable battery, power, supplies, various sort of accessories, whatever you need to carry. Not filled it up yet. I'm going to be testing it and see what my needs are before I fill it with more crap than it's already got in there. Just got this LED lantern in it at the moment with rechargeable batteries, but I still yet to get myself a battery charger, USB, or obviously 12 volt socket to charge up the AAA, sorry, or I need to get something like this that charges straight off something there, or USB. Right, and then the main thing is this, really. This lets me use multiple items. Like I said before, I could have had this housed on the front. I could have cut out a bigger hole, had that all in there, or bought another USB port, but I've got 2 or 3 of these lying around. And I thought it'd be better to have this inside and a simple one with a cover on the front. So there we go. USB backup battery, charger port, power out, plug your devices in there, plug straight into the USB. Probably can't see the little light on there, but that's charging up. There we go. And I can still run one of my CBs or amateur radio equipment, or charge a phone off that socket. And inside I've got the 12 volt lead that came with one of my solar pocket phone chargers with an LED light. I've got one in my EDC and one in my bug out bag. They're just pretty much one of these with a solar panel on them, folds up like a clamshell, and it can be charged obviously through the solar panels built in from the wall socket in the house or from here. And also I carry a meter of white blue LEDs, a meter of blue, a meter of white LEDs, and another meter of white LEDs, just because I had these lying around. And in this bag I have 2 1.5 extension leads, USB extension leads, and a 4-way adapter, so I can plug in all 3 lights and have a spare USB to charge my phone. I carry the USB lead for my phone in my EDC. Not necessary to carry another one here. Right, okay, there's the 4-way adapter for USB. I've just plugged in one of the LED lights. There we go, there's all the white ones lit up there. I'm not going to take them out the bag because it's time and effort I do not have. Just kidding, there we go. I bought these from the pound shop last year when we went camping with my partner and their children in a tent, and I pretty much run all the lights off a small 12 volt battery, the 10 watt solar panel, but had these in one pod for the kids, those ones in another pod for the other kids, and the white ones were in the communal area, among other lights outside the tent. But the tent was really well lit up with just these pound shop ones. These ones are slightly better quality. They were given to me by a friend, with a few other random things, I think for my birthday once. And they're the blue ones. These are a lot brighter. Obviously these aren't the pound shop ones, but it just goes to show you can make do with the pound shop ones. But to be honest, I think where they're so old, I think they're faulty. But that's it really. It's very simple. There's no high-tech wires involved. There's the battery pack. Well, that's the obviously the socket, and then the grey thing's the battery pack, and in there is only 10 AA batteries. They're 800 milliamp, so they're not the high powered ones. I've had those kicking around, and again I just wanted to use them for something. They've been sitting around for well over 15 years, but they're still working and holding a charge. I've got some 2800s, but I'm keeping them for sort of high handsets and high power devices. But after time, if I do need to upgrade the power, I can just put more amp powered batteries in there. But it is a lot smaller and lighter than having the 12 volt battery that I had originally in this case. And again, they will run a CB radio or an amateur radio on 4 watts and 10 watts for sort of a good day out on a hill somewhere. And that's really what I built the box for. And then it turned in, obviously, from a small portable power supply to like an emergency solar lighting kit. Also, going for the case that was slightly bigger than my needs, turned out it was a lot better than my original plan, because now I can carry accessories in here, where before I would have carried the panel with the battery compartment and stuff on it. that I did plan to do, and then I would have had to carry all the accessories separately anyway. So it's small, it's compact, it's very light. Pretty much do all my wild camping with my trailer for my push bike, so it'll fit in there, take up no space. It's not heavy. It's not too big, it won't fit in my Bergen, and it's not too heavy, I can't actually carry it. It'll fit in the boot of the car nicely, or even on the footwell of the back seat, and it will light up a tent camping. It's ideal if we have a power cut in the house. I can run the lights off it, charge up the phones, run over 12 volt or 5 volt USB devices. So that's it really. I'm going to gradually over the next few weeks of testing it out, whenever I get a chance to go out overnight, gradually find out what I need, what fits in here, and hopefully fill this up with some batteries, some USB chargers for the batteries, some other torches, and maybe putting a light inside here, as I've got a USB, one of those bendy laptop lights. I might integrate it in there, or put a torch facility on the front. Again, it's a work in progress, but it's pretty much like temporary finished at the moment. As it is up and running, the only thing is it does need a blooming good test, but I imagine I get a good few hours out of these lights. But the main thing is, when while camping, making videos for YouTube, it does kind of kill the phone battery. I just bought a new phone battery yesterday because this one has eventually died after like 2 years. So I wanted something that would charge my phone a good 3 or 4 times a day, and this will charge my phone easily as many times for the day as I want or need. And again, with the solar panel, it's only a trickle charger, so I don't need a charge control unit in the box. That will charge up the battery pack to 14 volts, then cut out, won't overcharge them. So I've got a constant supply of battery, mainly to charge my phone to making videos, running radios, and the extra feature now of some extra emergency backup lighting, or if when I'm doing a wild camp, well, I'll be lit up like a Christmas tree. Well, that's it. That's my small solar emergency portable rechargeable backup generating sun thing. Thanks for watching. Any questions, please ask. I have got a few previous videos on this as I was sort of putting it together. Again, there was no plans, no script. I just had a handful of items I wanted to use, and I've just integrated it all into this silver aluminium makeup case. Since I stopped wearing makeup, I had no need for it. No, it wasn't mine. Right, thanks for watching YouTube. Please check out below the link in the description for my Facebook group, UK Shit at the Fan Preppers. We've also got a bug out event for the UK coming up at the end of June. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next video.